Hello and welcome to Card Sharks. I'd like to thank Mr. Bill McD for today's opening poem. And if you'd like to leave an opening poem for the show, leave it in the comments below. Now, on with today's game. Be wise and be smart. Don't be a dullard. Watch our version, not the one with Pat Bowen. On Card Shark! This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you up to $32,000 in cash. Now, here's your host, the star of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. And hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another edition of Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad to have you with us on this one. We've now made it to our final 5 countdown here on the season. 5 episodes to go before we reach the Tournament of Champions, and all of our players are jockeying for position, trying to break into that top 8. Right now, the man, our current champion, is working on doing so right now. He needs a win and then a big win in the money cards to put him into the tournament. We're going to see if he can do that right now as we welcome in our returning champion here on Card Sharks, whose one game cash winnings total $4,000. We have Mr. Brandon Martin. Brandon, welcome back, sir.
Glad to be here, Brandon Scruggs.
Absolutely. You had a good time last time, and you did okay in the money cards, but hopefully today's the day you break into that top 8 and make the Tournament of Champions, and also maybe be the one to win $32,000 on the money cards.
Hopefully, let's do it.
Well, we'll see how it is, but you got a tough opponent playing against you in this first game of Card Sharks. Your challenger this time around, we have Mr. Eric. Eric, welcome back, sir.
Hello, it's great to be back here.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had Eric on the show. Probably at least a good 3-4 episodes now, but glad to have you back with us. And he's ready to put an end to your run right here, Brandon. So, and he's a very good player. He's had very great success on the show so far. But are you ready to go again, Eric?
I am so ready for this.
All right. You guys know how Card Sharks work, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Remember, 2 games to win the match, and winner goes to the money card for a shot at $32,000. So let's go ahead and jump right off. Started with our first question to our champion, Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100 people on this question. Do you know someone who owns their own business? How many of 100 people said yes, they do know someone who owns their own business?
Well, I mean, a lot of people know their friend who owns a business. I might go with a little bit of a high number in this one. I'm going to say 60.
All right, 60 out of 100 said they know someone who owns their own business. Eric, higher or lower than 60?
That's a good number. I like Brandon's a lot because I know somebody who owns a business. Like she owns a tax company business. Every single year we go to her. I would say though 60. This is a tough call to make here. Go a tad bit lower because I believe it's on the halfway point. So I'm gonna go
a little bit lower. All right, we'll see. If the answer is lower, Eric plays his cards first. If it's not lower, Brandon will play his cards first. The actual number of people who said they do know on someone who owns their own business is 56. It is just a little lower.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I knew it was like a halfway point mark. So.
All right, good call for you, Eric. Let's take a look at your opening base card for this game of Card Sharks. We start you with a 10.
Can we change that card?
You can. You won the question. You're in the right to change it. That 10 now becomes a 6.
Let's go with the odds to go higher.
All right, higher than a 6. Oh, no. Another 6. Pairs will not do you good in this game here.
The dreaded pairs.
Exactly.
All right, so we clear the 6 out and then give Brandon a free chance to play off his base card. A 5.
Okay, that's an alright card. Let's go higher than a 5.
Higher than a 5. It's a king.
Alright, good one. Lower.
Lower than the king. It's an 8 up the middle.
Let's freeze it right there.
Freezing there, taking the 2 card lead over the challenger, Eric. As we go to question number 2, this one goes to Eric. Eric, we asked 100 people, have you ever stolen anything? How many of 100 people said yes, they have stolen something before?
Ooh, that's gonna be a very low number because I don't think anybody would be stupid enough nowadays to steal anything. I've never stolen anything from stores or something like that, so I'm gonna say a little bit lower. Let's try about 25.
25 out of 100 said they have stolen something. I think Brandon, higher or lower than 25?
Well, I agree with Eric though. For me, I haven't stolen anything from like any place, like for example, a store
Mm-hmm.
or even a major store like Walmart, like like a big stuff. For this one, I might go just a tad bit higher than that.
All right, a little higher than that. We'll see. The actual number of people who said they have stolen something before is 35. It is higher.
Five.
Wow. Nice.
Right.
All right, Brandon, you're in control. You've got that 8.
Can we please change that card?
I think we can work something out for that. That 8 now becomes a 10.
Okay, I mean it's a little better, not bad. Let's go. Odds and go lower than that 10.
All right, lower than the 10. No, it's a king. You lose that one there. And give Eric a free shot with the 6.
Gotta stick with the odds and go higher.
Higher than the 6. It's a jack.
Go lower than that jack,
Lower
please.
than the jack. It's a 9.
Let's freeze right there.
Freezing right there. Both players now needing just 2 cards to win the first game of the match. So very close between both of them. As we go to our third question now, goes to our champion Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100. We asked 100 people, and asked them, "Do you enjoy sleeping?" How many of 100 people said yes, they do enjoy sleeping?
Oh well, that's a pretty good question though. I mean, I enjoy sleeping though. Like if it's like a weekend that I would have the time to sleep in a lot. For this one, I have to go with a little bit of a high number. I would say. I'll go with 45.
45 out of 100 said they do enjoy sleeping. Eric, higher or lower than 45?
Boy, I'm one of those people. I wish I enjoy sleeping. It's tough for mine to get up early at 5 o'clock in the morning. Time of year, I hate it. I hate it. I'm getting up this morning. I wish I would enjoy to go to sleep. The time I only enjoy to go to sleep is I'm on vacation. So let's go a little higher than that because I'm sure a lot of people out there want to sleep.
I know. I'm one of them.
Amen.
I know I work hard, but when I get to sleep, I just want to relax and just unwind, and it's the best feeling ever.
Yes.
But we'll see.
No kidding.
The actual number of people who said they do enjoy sleeping is 58. It is higher.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
All right, Eric, you're good.
Sleepers unite.
Yes. Eric, you're in control. You got the 9.
Okay, let's change that 9.
9 changes, and it now becomes a 4.
Go higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 7.
Ooh. Let's see. Go with the odds higher.
For game 1 of the match, $250, higher than a 7. It's a queen. He's done it. Game 1. And just like that, game 1 goes to Eric. He's got himself $250. Go ahead and clear the cards out and deal them out for game number 2. Our champion playing from behind on this one. We'll see if we can catch up as we go to this first question. Goes to the challenger this time. That's Eric.
Hello.
Eric, we asked 100 people, and we asked them this question. Do you believe that Earth is the only planet with living things on it? How many of those 100 people said yes, they believe that Earth is the only planet that has living things on it?
I got a feeling it's a very high number because I'm sure there's the other planets before and all that, and everybody's asking the age-old questions. Is there intelligent life anywhere else but on Earth? So I'm going to say a very high number. Let's go with 3/4 of that, 75.
75 out of 100 say they believe that Earth's the only planet with living things on it. Higher or lower than 75, Brandon?
Well, I agree with Eric though. I mean, I know Earth has some little bit of some living things in there, but I would say for going with the odds, I'm gonna go for the tad bit lower than that. Tad bit lower.
We'll say tad bit lower. All right. We'll see what it is. The actual number of people who said they believe Earth is the only planet with living things on it is 55. It is lower. Yeah, a little bit better than half on that one.
Hagar moment there for me.
It's
25 down than Eric's guess.
20 down.
Actually, 20.
Oh, 20, I'm sorry.
It's all right, no worries. All right,
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
that's a whole different show for somewhere down the road at that point in
Yeah,
time.
You-
But right now, Brandon, you do have a chance to play your cards, and we'll take a look at your base card for this game, which you need to type the match. An ace!
that could
Oh,
help.
that's a good card. Let's go lower than that.
Lower than
ace.
the ace. It's a 7.
Well, I'm going and risking it higher than that 7.
Going on, higher than the 7. An ace!
All
Wow.
right, perfect. Lower than that ace.
Lower than the ace. It's a 5.
You know what? Higher than that 5.
For the $500 bonus and to type the match, higher than a 5. It's a 7. He's done it! Nicely done, sir. $500 bonus for a clean sweep all the way across the board, plus $250 for winning the round. You're up to $47.50 now. A nice play there, and it is all tied up one game apiece, so that means we go to sudden death. One question here will determine who is going to go on to play the money cards. 3 cards to call between both players. And let's go to our question, which goes to our champion, Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100 people on this one. Do you use the premium version of Spotify? How many of 100 people said yes, they do purchase or use the premium version of Spotify?
Well, for me, I would love to use the premium of Spotify because, with the ads and all that great stuff.
True.
We're interrupting the ads, to be exact. It's going to be like a little bit of a high number. I'm going to have to go with the 60.
All right, so 60 out of 100 use the premium edition of Spotify. Eric, higher or lower than 60?
I never used Spotify my entire life, so I know what it is. I mean, I know exactly what the app's all about and
Okay.
all that. And the premium, though, that would cost a lot of money in my estimation. I'm sure a lot of people.
I believe in the subscription to it's no more expensive than like using like Netflix or something like that. So it's not terribly expensive, but if you like listening to music, it's not a bad one to use.
I've had Netflix or Spotify, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I try to stay as frugal as I can be. I'm gonna go a little bit lower.
I'll say a little bit lower than that. For all important control of the cards on this one, the actual number of people who use the premium version of Spotify is 20. It is lower.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
I don't even know what Spotify is.
Oh, it's a music app.
That you can listen to without purchasing like albums on iTunes or something like that.
Mhm.
Oh, like
Now I know.
There's a lot of teenagers use that type of
It also lets you identify music too. If you can't figure out what song's playing, you can open up the app and use its listen feature and lets you discover new music. Figure out who bands are.
Well, back in our day, we listened to.
Oh, I know. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm right
I mean,
there.
the only difference is that you can listen to it free without purchasing anything.
True.
Except the premium feature, of course.
Mm-hmm. All right, Eric. But yeah, well, more on the ad for Spotify later. Hey, Spotify, call me if you need a sponsor. Just saying. Anyway. All right, Eric, you've got control of the cards here, sir. We're going to turn over the base cards for each player, and then you'll have a decision whether you want to play your cards or pass it to Brandon, all right? Take a look at Brandon's cards first. His opening base card is a Jack. He can't change it. Your opening base card is an 8. You can change yours. So the question is now, do you want to play your cards, or do you want to pass it to Brandon?
I'm going to play my cards because after that run that Brandon had, I cannot take that chance. So I'm going to play it and I'm going to change that 8.
All right, important change for you. That 8 now becomes a deuce.
Deuce.
Call both cards right. You become the champion. Make a mistake. Brendan retains the championship. He says higher than a 2. It's an 8 up the middle.
What? I'm a biscuit monkey.
Dog biscuits.
I gotta go higher. 'Cause I feel an ace.
For the
coming in
game and the match, become the new champion higher than an 8. It's a king. He's done it. We got a new champion.
Yeah, we celebrate, King.
Face to face.
Congratulations, Eric. You now have $500, and you're going to be going on to play the money cards in just a minute. We got to say goodbye to Brandon, though. You played a great game, sir. $4,750 in cash is coming your way, and we'll have you back in a future episode, all right? All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Eric plays the money cards right after this.
Good game, Brandon. Good game.
And welcome back to Card Sharks here with our new champion, Eric Lehman. He's got himself $500, and now he's going to take his chance here at the money cards. Eric, you know how this works. We'll start you off with $200 in the bottom row, work your way across those bottom rows, calling cards higher or lower like you did in the up front game. Till you get to the second row, we'll give you additional $400. Work your way across that middle row as well. Again, minimum bets of $50 and $50 increments, all the way till you get to the big bet card at the top of the board, where you must bet at least half your winnings. And of course, you can change one card on each level with one of the additional cards we deal out on the side of the board. And if you can do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, you get the top prize of $32,000. We have yet to give it away this season, and I want to see somebody do it.
Hope I can be the guy.
Let's see. Good luck to you. Let's go ahead and deal out those cards, and let's get you on your way to $32,000. Here's your first $200 of betting money, and we start you off with this base card and this round of money cards, a 4.
Okay, that's a decent card. Let's go $158 of that.
150. Higher than the 4. Nope, it's another 4. It's a push. No win, no loss there. You stay at 200.
Let's get this same bet.
All right, try it again. 150. Higher than a 4. It's a jack. You're up to 350.
Okay, very good. Decent card. Let's try $258 of that.
250 lower. All right, 250 lower than the jack.
250.
It's a 5. All right, up to $600. Have a 5. We move that 5 up to the next row. Give you an additional $400. Up to an even $1,000 now, sir, and a 5.
Okay, let's try. I want to keep the 5. Let's try half that.
All right, $500. Higher than a 5. It's a queen. $1,500 now.
Okay. $1 lower.
What was the bet?
$1,000.
All right, $1,000 lower than the queen. It's a jack. $2,500 in your bank now.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see the jack. Let's see what I can do with the jack here. I'm going to keep that jack and go $1,500 lower.
$1,500. Big bet on the jack. Lower. It's another jack. No win, no loss there. We now move that jack up to the big bet space, and it's big bet time for you, sir. You got $2,500. You must bet at least $1,250 on this card.
Okay, I'm going to change the jack this time. I'm going to try to improve it. And I'm going to change the jack with card number 2.
Card number 2. All right. Important
Ace.
change on this one. That jack. Now your big bet card is now a deuce.
Yes!
He's betting it all for $2,500 and even $5,000. All of it higher than a 2. It's a 10. He's done it. $5,000, sir, in cash. Added to your previous winnings now puts you up to a grand total of $5,500. And you're a champion, and you're going to be playing against another opponent. So with that, folks, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Eric's got another opponent to play here on Card Sharks. Stay with us. And welcome back to Card Sharks here. Eric's become our new champion now with $5,500 to his credit. And now he's ready to take on our next opponent here on Card Sharks. First timer playing now on this episode. We've got Chris. Chris, welcome in, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brandon, for having me
No problem.
on.
Tell the folks at YouTube land a little bit about yourself, sir.
Okay, My name is Christopher Muhammad. I am 17, about to be approaching 18 quite soon, and 5 months away as we speak. In 25 months and 20 days. I live in Palm Bay, Florida. I've been living here for almost 6 years. I do have a YouTube channel since August, so definitely subscribe to it. And I hope I can win some. I hope I can do better, do well, as I keep getting my butt with twice on Brandon Martin's, aka Ham Sandwich side.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if you can have a little bit better luck here on the show, sir. So good luck to you. You both cut your cards
Thank
before
you.
the show, so we're going to go right ahead and get started with this second game here on Card Shark. The first question going to our champion, Eric. Eric, we asked 100 people, have you ever laughed so hard you started choking? How many of your 100 people said yes, they have laughed so hard they started choking?
I laugh pretty hard, but don't laugh to the point of choking. You don't have good health. Um, kind of a middle of the road number on this one.
50 out of 100 said they've laughed so hard they started choking. Chris, higher or lower than 50?
Well, I find that a little bit rare. The only person that I saw laughing and choking was, I believe, Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants, because when he was laughing, I believe it was Patrick, I think. When he had the fork a piece of cake in it, he choked on it. But I'm gonna say it's a little tad.
I'd say a little bit lower than that. All right. The actual number of people said that they've laughed so hard that they've ended up starting to choke is 67. Is not lower. And the champ gets first strike on the cards here. So let's take a look at your base card for this game. It's a 9.
Change that card.
Change
please.
the next card off the top of the deck. The 9 now becomes a 6.
Oh, let's go with the odds with that one higher.
6. It's a jack.
Let's go
The
lower.
jack. It's a 2.
Oh,
Higher than the deuce. It's a king.
Oh,
For game 1 and the clean sweep bonus, lower than the king. It's a 7. He's done it. The champ was waiting on no one on that one. One question, and he gets the $500 bonus plus game 1 of the match. Gives him now $6,250. Chris, you got a tough road to climb, sir. You down. You need to play catch up here. So we're gonna give you a chance here.
I know.
We'll deal those cards down.
Thank
Give
you.
you a brand new set of cards now. And first question this time is actually gonna go to our challenger, Chris. Chris, we asked 100 people, have you ever accidentally bit your tongue? How many of those 100 people said yes, they have accidentally bit their tongue before?
Okay, so I think a lot of people haven't bite their tongue before. I mean, a lot of people hear them biting their tongue, but they don't mean it literally. I think the only time they bite their tongue, I think they when they're eating. I think it might when you and laughing too. I'm just probably gonna say at least 32.
32 out of 100 said they have accidentally bit their tongue before. Chris, Eric, higher or lower than 32?
I've bitten my tongue on a couple of occasions, and I'm like, ow, I'm not. Anyways, yeah, I'm sure there's some people out there that have bitten their tongue on more than one occasion. Gonna go a little bit higher than that.
Even higher than that. We'll see. The actual number of people who said they have bitten their tongue before is 84.
That's a high.
What?
I have done it. It is the most painful thing I've felt in my life, next to just absolutely like busting up my knee. So it hurts.
That is accurate.
It hurts.
That is accurate. I must say that is accurate. I will say.
Very true. All right, Eric, you've got control of the cards. A chance to possibly do what you just did a minute ago. Take a look at your base card of a 4. Higher than a 4. It's a 10.
Ooh, let's try it.
Lower than the 10. No, a king. Moves back to the base card, and Chris finally gets the first chance to flip one of his cards in this game. Your base card, Chris, a queen.
Good card.
Lower than the queen. It's a jack.
Lower, baby.
Lower again, lower than the jack. An 8 up the middle.
I'm gonna freeze.
Freezing right there. There you go. Needing just 2 cards to tie up the match here. Good play by Chris. As we go to question number 2 now. This one goes to our champ, Eric. Eric, we've asked 100 people. Have you ever tried to eat a raw egg before? How many of 100 people said they have eaten a raw egg before?
Oh,
Wow.
that could not be a very high number. I don't think anybody would be great raw. You know, it can make you sick like a dog. So I'm gonna have to go with 35 on this.
35 out of 100 said they have eaten raw eggs before. Chris, higher or lower than 35?
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by raw eggs. The only eggs that I have eaten was either scrambled or hard boiled.
Well, by raw egg, like you've seen like a lot of like athletes or trainers sometimes work, they will crack an egg in a glass and literally drink the egg.
Oh, like the yolk.
Yes, like literally crack the egg and then drink it, essentially.
I'll probably go a little lower than that.
Yes, even lower than that. I'm curious to see what the answer is myself. The actual number of people who said they have eaten a raw egg before is 7. It is way lower.
Oh, Chris, good call.
Thank you.
Good play, Chris, and you've got control of the cards again. You have the 8.
I knew that was kind of weird, but I want that 8 to go away.
All right, we can make that happen. We'll change the 8. The 8 now becomes a jack.
Good call. Good call.
Lower the jack. It's a 3.
For the tie, is it higher than a 3?
Please, he wants to keep himself alive. Higher than a 3. It's an ace. He's tied it up. This one's going by very quickly here, but all right, both players now tied up 1 game apiece. That means we go to our sudden death question. 3 cards up there, 1 question for the round. This will decide who goes back to the money cards on this one. And the question this time goes, of course, to our champion, Eric. Eric, we asked 100 people. Do you think, actually asked 100 kids in this question. Do you think that you're growing up too fast? How many of 100 kids said they do feel that they are growing up too fast?
That's going to be a very low number because I'm sure kids want to have fun and just be themselves and have, play and all that good stuff. It's going to be a very low number. I'm going to say 30.
30 out of 100 say that they are growing up too fast. Chris, higher or lower than 30?
Depending on what kids you're talking about, actually, but I did hear that I do hear that praise a lot from some people on television and stuff. I'm probably gonna go a tad higher than that.
All right, a little higher than that. All right, for all important control in the tiebreaker round, the actual number of kids that said that they think they're growing up too fast is 53. It is higher.
I'll be right there.
All right,
Nice.
Chris, you've got control of the cards. We'll show you each the base cards for both you and Eric, and then you must decide if you want to play your cards or pass it to Eric, all right? Take a look at Eric's card first. Eric, your base card is a 9. And Chris, your base card is a 3. The option is yours. Do you want to play it or would you like to pass?
I would like to play it.
Right, playing. Now, next question, would you like to change to 3?
I like to keep that and go higher.
Okay, play it on 1 mistake, and Eric retains the championship. Higher than the 3. It's a jack.
For the win.
For the game, the match become the new champion on Card Sharks. Lower than the jack. It's a 4. We got a new champion. Congratulations, Chris. You got yourself $500, and you're going on to the money cards in just a minute. But Eric, gotta say goodbye to you again, sir. But you're not leaving here empty-handed this time around. You take with you $6,250 in cash. Thanks for playing. And we'll be right back with Chris playing the money cards right after this. So stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks here. Our new champion, Chris, is first time on the show here. He's got himself $500, and now he's going to take a shot to win $32,000 more playing the money cards. You saw how this worked during the first half, so I'm going to save ourselves the time to explain the rules. Just know that if you double up all the way to the top of the board, get yourself $32,000. And remember, you can change 1 card on each roll with one of the 3 cards dealt out on the side of the board. Okay, sir?
Alrighty.
All right, well, good luck to you. Let's jump right into it and deal out those cards. And here comes your $200. And we start you off this run of the money cards with a 5.
$100 higher.
Okay, $100 higher than a 5. It's an 8. Up to 308.
Throw that 8 out the window with the 1.
All right, changing with card number 1. All right, that 8 now becomes a 4. Great change.
Thank you. $250 higher.
All right, $250 higher than a 4. It's an 8. Wow. Rough cards on the bottom, brother. $550 and an 8 now, sir.
$100 lower.
$100 lower than the 8. Nope, it's another 8. Wow, 3 8s on the bottom row. That is brutal right there. Well,
no kidding.
yeah, well, bad news, you still have $550. Good news, however, we'll give you additional $400 here. So push up to $950 now, and you have an 8.
Get rid of that 8 with the 2.
All right, changing with card number 2. That 8 now becomes a 6.
$300 higher.
All right, $300 higher than the 6. Oh no, it's a 3. You lose the 300 there, but you have a much better card now with $650.
Okay. Yikes. It's a 3. Sorry about that. I had to do something real quick.
That's fine.
Let's go all of it higher than a 3.
Betting it all. Come on, let's see. For $1,300, $650 higher than a 3. It's a 9. You doubled up $1,300.
$100 lower.
All right, $100 lower than the 9. It's a 2.
Oh, nice.
He's got the 2 for $1,400. Move up to the big bet, sir. You now must bet at least $700 on this one.
All of it higher.
All right, for $1,400 or $2,800, all of it higher than the 2. It's a 10. He's got it. $2,800 added to your previous winning, sir. Now puts you up to a grand total of $3,300 in cash. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
All right. First time on the show, and he picks up a nice, healthy cash total there. And we will see Chris back on our next episode of Card Sharks here. We want to thank all of our players for playing along today. And thank you guys at home for watching another fun-filled episode of Card Sharks. If you'd like to see more of this series, make sure you click that like button down below. Share the video with your friends. And if you'd like to see more of all of the great game shows we have here on the channel, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games right here at MVG Productions. And until the cards are dealt your way once again, we have more Card Sharks action. I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks.